It's no secret that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's very public court case was all over the media. Ever since Depp won the court case, she has basically been blacklisted from Hollywood and has allegedly moved to Spain months after the defamation trial. Hey everyone, I'm Bridget with InformOverload, and today we're going to be uncovering our top 10 dark secrets that Amber Heard has been hiding. For number 10, we have Secret Beauty Guru. During the trial, many people were skeptical of the bruises that Amber was showing. In fact, one TikTok video allegedly revealed the bruise kit that she had used. One photo presented during the trial was a picture of Depp on a couch with ice cream all over his pants, and this was presented as evidence of his apparent substance use. But Depp said that it was because he had just fallen asleep. We all know that the internet can be good FBI agents because viewers noticed when you zoom in on the table in front of him, there was a bruise kit. In fact, the exact product was the Ben Nye bruise kit. Heard held up one of her makeup palettes but admitted that it was not the exact one that she used to carry, but said that she used to carry one all the time. She says she used the color corrector to hide the bruises. She stated, "And then if you want to cover up a bruise, you obviously put foundation first, concealer, and then on top of that, I like to use a bruise kit." She quickly realized she mistakenly said bruised kit, which she then corrected herself and said, "Not a bruise kit, it's a theater makeup kit." And some people pointed out that Amber was definitely lying because you're supposed to apply color corrector under your foundation and not as the last step. At number 9, we have, wait a second, I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh yep, that's right, we have the broken finger. During the trial, Depp revealed that Amber was angry at him for drinking in Australia while filming one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But instead of just, I don't know, maybe talking to him, she decided to throw a bottle at him, which led to the top of his finger to be severed off. Well, at least it wasn't his full finger, or else he could no longer give high fives. Depp added that blood was pouring out of his finger and nothing began to make sense. Although he said he didn't know what a nervous breakdown felt like, this time was probably the closest that he felt to that. He hid in the bathroom before being taken to the hospital, where he was actually told them that his finger was caught in a large accordion doors. When addressing why he lied, Depp stated, "I lied because I didn't want to disclose that it had been misheard that had thrown the bottle at me and took my finger off. I didn't want to get her in trouble." And for number 8, we have Potty Training. This whole situation just got messier and smellier. So shortly after the death of Depp's mother, he decided to go forward with their divorce. He called Amber to tell her that he would not be discussing any of their differences or share any of their mistreatments. So while Amber was partying it up at Coachella, he went to their penthouse to collect some of his belongings. However, when he got there, his security guard told him that it wasn't a good time before showing him a photo on his phone of a human waste on his side of the bed. I mean, even my dog knows where to do his business. Apparently, the image revealed that it definitely didn't belong to the couple's teacup Yorkies. Depp said, "It was so outside, it was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh." He went on to say, "I lived with those dogs for many years. It was clear that it did not come from a dog, it just didn't." Once the news broke out, many people made memes about the situation that are honestly still quite funny. For number 7, we have jealousy. Amber's former nurse testified about notes that she wrote in 2014 when it came to their messy battle. According to the nurse, Amber often expressed difficulties when it came to jealousy and anxiety surrounding Depp's fame and ability to interact with women. The nurse also mentioned a time where Amber became frustrated during dinner at a restaurant, and her previous defense mechanisms included impulsive anger and yelling. At around 1 AM, after an apparent hack on her phone, Amber became irritable and angry as she yelled and appeared agitated. In fact, one of the witnesses who testified tweeted, "Amber was the one acting jealous and crazy," before he appeared in court. Filmmaker Morgan Higbee Knight was the one who tweeted this, and he previously owned a luxury desert trailer park where in 2013, Depp, Heard, and some friends allegedly turned violent. And for number 6, we have Infidelity. Although we just discussed Amber's jealousy surrounding Depp and other females, it seems like they are both worried about cheating. In fact, Elon Musk, yes, the founder and billionaire of Tesla himself, was even dragged into this huge scandal. Depp accused Heard of cheating on him with Musk in his defamation lawsuit back in 2019. He claims that the two of them started an affair in 2015, a month after Depp and Heard tied the knot. Apparently, while Depp was out of the country due to filming, an Eastern Columbia building personnel testified that Heard received a text message late at night at Depp's penthouse. More specifically, Heard had asked his employee to give her so-called friend Elon access to the building's parking garage and the penthouse elevator late at night. The building staff even saw Elon leaving the building the very next morning. Depp's attorney claimed in the lawsuit that the first time Musk was in Depp's home was after the severed finger incident in March of 2015. This wasn't all, because another court hearing hearing in 2020 was when Josh Drew, who is the ex-husband of Heard's best friend, claimed that Heard had partaken in some adult stuff with Musk and supermodel Cara Delevingne. This was all during her marriage with Depp. However, Elon denied all of these claims but said he was involved with Amber for about a month after her divorce filing. Well, we'll let you be the judge on this one. Number 5, we have billionaire parties. So the parties Heard would allegedly throw are not the ones that you might be imagining. In fact, Jessica Reed Krause, who has been investigating Amber's past, and in one report detailed Heard's alleged adult parties with many other people, apparently with some of the richest men in the world. And of course, Elon Musk was one of the men who reportedly partook in these parties. She apparently was also trying to get other women to join her party, and Krause's report detailed how she was reported to be the center of attention at most of these parties. And if you're wondering how she had all the attention, well, she would be sitting on a throne in front of the men, and apparently they would bow down in front of her. Yes, she received some royal treatment, but of course most of the details surrounding these parties are just too graphic to share, so feel free to look it up for the rest of the interesting details. For number 4, we have hiring other girls. This relates back to our last point about these so-called parties, because Krause talked to an unnamed celebrity over the phone regarding all of the details about these secret parties. This celebrity talked about how everyone attending these parties would know the other girls were there for hire, specifically to entertain these billionaires. And she would begin reeling in other young actresses who were also usually into women to make appearances and to perform at these parties for Musk and his tech friends. And obviously these performances were more than just a concert or a dance, as it was very adult themed, if you know exactly what I'm hinting at. Usually these girls were new or upcoming actresses, which made the money probably a lot more of a motive. And in the court trial, Amber herself was accused of being once paid to spend time with those who are looking to hire her. And for number 3, we have extortion. Commentator Andy Signal exposed Amber on his YouTube channel. As he cites information from Krause, he revealed Heard's friendship with Elon dated back to their, what type of party. He says that Elon Musk is indebted to her. A regular at these parties would tell him on the phone. He said it's not surprising to anyone who knows her, Amber was always filming him. Allegedly, she had a method where she would get Elon very messed up so incriminating events could happen and she would film it all. Heard apparently had too much stuff on Elon and all of his friends that just could not come out because of their power and their status, especially because they have families and corporate charities that would cause huge issues if these alleged photos came out. This is one of the reasons why so many people believe Elon still has remained good friends with Amber, as these secret photos could destroy his entire career in just a matter of seconds. And for number 2, we have secret footage. During their court case, Amber presented a video that she secretly recorded on her phone as evidence. The video showed Depp slamming and kicking cabinets in his West Hollywood home while pouring himself a large glass of wine and cursing. At the end of this video, he finds the phone and throws it across the room. Depp responds to this video in court by asking if they have a date for this illegally recorded thing, before saying yes, he did attack a couple of cabinets, but he never touched Amber. So this so-called evidence was not necessarily helpful because there are no laws surrounding kicking and slamming cabinets. In fact, a lot of the public at the time of this court case would bring up how Heard's evidence lacks substance, like this one. And for our number 1 spot, we have pushing Kate Moss. The supermodel was also involved in the messy court battle between this former couple, after Heard alleged that she heard from 2 separate unnamed people that Depp had pushed Kate Moss down the stairs while the 2 of them dated back in the 90s. But this claim backfired on her big time because Kate Moss herself testified during the trial, and she said that Depp never pushed her or kicked her or even threw her down any stairs. But she did recall one incident that occurred while the 2 of them were vacationing. So Kate was leaving the room after Johnny, and because there was a rainstorm, she slipped down the stairs and hurt her back. She screamed because she didn't know what had just happened to her and she was in pain. But she recalls that Depp came running back to help her and even carried her back into the room and got her medical attention. Which is obviously a very different story than what Heard tried to recall, because Kate herself debunked those previous claims. Although both parties have faults to admit, it's clear that Heard has been basically blacklisted from Hollywood since she moved away to Spain with one of her daughters, whereas Depp has secured another deal with Disney to continue his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. We have made it to the end of today's video, so make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and leave your thoughts down below because I would love to hear your thoughts. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.